Have you ever felt in your bones that you are meant for something more, but that more feels infinitely far away? That your life isn't just a random series of events, but a specific, difficult curriculum? What if the very pain you're trying to heal from was the point of coming here in the first place? The Starseed narrative isn't just about being from the stars. It's often portrayed as a path of lightworker missions and mystical gifts. But there is a much deeper, rarely discussed archetype, the starseed who didn't come here for an easy mission of guidance. You didn't come just to teach. You came to be dismantled. You came to feel, in excruciating detail, the very density you volunteered to help transmute. You chose a hard earth lesson. And if that resonates in a place beyond logic, here are the 8 signs that this is your story, and the profound reason why you would ever choose such a thing. Sign number 1. Your childhood wasn't just tough, it was an origin story calibration. This isn't about generic hardship. From your earliest memories, you felt like a stranger in your own family. The rules didn't make sense. The emotions felt overly harsh, painfully loud, or confusingly closed off. It wasn't random abuse or neglect. It was a perfectly designed catalyst. It felt like your soul deliberately placed you in an environment that would specifically challenge your core, eternal nature. If your nature is peace, you were placed in chaos. If your nature is truth, you were placed in deception. This was the initial shock to your system, the first dose of the earth lesson you came to integrate. The family wasn't your root. It was the pot you were seated in, designed to force a specific growth pattern. Sign 2. You have a phobic reaction to chaos, yet are magnetized to it. You crave order, harmony, and sublime beauty on a cellular level. Yet you find yourself in chronically chaotic situations, messy relationships, unstable environments, last-minute crises. This isn't bad luck. This is the lesson. Your soul isn't here to avoid the chaos. It's here to learn how to generate order from within it. You're not a delicate flower that needs a perfect greenhouse. You are a cosmic architect, and chaos is your raw material. Your deep discomfort is the compass pointing you toward your mastery, to become a still point within the storm, not by escaping it, but by holding a frequency that recalibrates it. Sign 3. You speak a soul language no one taught you. You have profound, complex understandings of energy, time, and connection. But when you try to articulate them, you sound like a child or a mad person. Words fail. You use metaphors that feel clumsy. You might have invented inner words for concepts that have no earthly equivalent. This frustration isn't a sign you're wrong. It's evidence you're operating on a different native operating system. The hard lesson is the compression, taking a galactic scale understanding and forcing it through the narrow bandwidth of human language and linear logic. You are here to learn translation. Sign 4. Your dreams and visions are vast, but your waking life feels like a load-bearing test. You travel in your sleep. You receive downloads, visit libraries of light, speak with guides. Then you wake up to pay bills, deal with traffic, and handle petty conflicts. The dissonance is agonizing. This is by design. The lesson is integration. It's easy to be wise in the astral realms. The ultimate spiritual test is to embody that wisdom while standing in line at the DMV, or while setting a boundary with a difficult person. Your earth lesson is to build the bridge between those realms, to become a walking anchor point for that higher frequency in the grit of daily life. Sign 5. You have an old soul exhaustion, but it's galactic, not just past life. This weariness isn't just from many human lifetimes. It's the fatigue of a vast consciousness condensed into a human body with a human nervous system. It's like trying to run a quantum computer on a dial-up connection. The burnout you experience isn't just from overwork. It's from the constant, energy-intensive process of transducing your soul's light into a form this world can process. The hard lesson is embodiment itself, accepting the limitations of the vehicle not as a prison, but but as the specific instrument for your soul's music. Sign 6. Your greatest gifts are tied to your deepest wounds by surgical precision. Your capacity for empathy is born from profound loneliness. Your artistic vision springs from a feeling of being utterly misunderstood. Your drive for justice comes from personal experiences of powerlessness. This isn't a clumsy correlation. It's elegant, intentional soul engineering. You chose to have the gift and the wound sourced from the same event. Why? To eliminate spiritual bypass. You cannot access the full power of your gift without healing the wound. This forces you to do the deep, core-level healing work. The gift is the reward for passing the lesson. Sign 7. You feel global and collective shifts in your body as personal events. When there's a collective tragedy, you might feel physically ill. When there's a planetary alignment, your energy might spike or crash. You don't just hear about world events, you metabolize them. This is a sign you have a planetary contract. Your energy system is wired into the Earth's field as a conscious node. The hard lesson is learning to be a conscious filter, not a sponge. It's to feel the pain of the world without becoming it, to transmute the frequency through your own healed being, which is why your personal healing is an act of planetary service. Sign 8. A part of you secretly knows you signed up for this. Beneath the anger, the grief, the confusion, there is a thread of recognition. A silent, non-negotiable knowing that you are exactly where you intended to be, experiencing exactly what you needed to experience. This isn't resignation. It's the soul's memory breaking through. It's the part of you that, in a moment of cosmic bravery, chose this curriculum for a reason so profound, your human mind is only now beginning to glimpse it. So why? Why would a soul choose such a difficult path? The simplistic answer is to learn. But the profound truth is, you came not just to learn, but to rewrite code. Think of Earth not as a school, but as a dense, complex simulation, a cosmic hotspot for certain frequencies of experience. Separation, fear, duality, time. These are rare commodities in the broader universe. Your soul, from a place of immense love and curiosity, volunteered to enter this simulation at its most dense point. Not as a tourist, but as an embedded systems operator. Your hard earth lesson is the specific core frequency you agreed to dive into, master from the inside, and ultimately transmute. By feeling the depth of loneliness, you rewrite the code for connection. By enduring the weight of fear, you become a living algorithm for courage. By being broken open by grief, you restructure the program for love. You chose a hard lesson because easy lessons don't change systems. They don't update ancient looping programs. You took on a core-level Earth frequency so you could, through the alchemy of your own conscious healing and awakening, output a new signal. Your pain is the friction of your soul's light grinding against the density it came to transform. Your awakening is the moment you realize you are not the grindstone, nor the thing being ground. You are the alchemist in the middle, conducting the transformation. And the why is encoded in every tear, every moment of despair, every time you get back up. It's the silent galactic whisper. Remember, you are the one we sent to remember, and in remembering, you change the dream. If this resonated, if you felt a shock of recognition, I want you to know this. Your feeling of being alien, of being too sensitive, of struggling under a weight others don't see. It is not a flaw. It is the signature of your assignment. The very thing that makes you feel broken is the marker of your purpose. This isn't about claiming a special label. It's about claiming the dignity of your own difficult path. To honor the struggle as part of the contract, and to begin to see yourself not as a victim of Earth, but as a brave volunteer for it. My name is Sam, and I believe support should be given freely to those who need it, not sold only to those who can afford it. That's why I've packed my website with free tools and a growing supportive community at www.samanthabushika.com. It comes from a place of knowing what it's like to have no one care. I care. Please take what you need and feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe to support my mission. You know, it truly makes a difference.